Enough of this tomfoolery.
I know.
The motherland needs us.
The motherland needs us.
Stop watching this tomfoolery. The motherland needs us.
Well, boys, we are back yet again for our second film of the Quentin Tarantino saga.
I didn't even think it was a Quentin Tarantino movie.
This is a Tarantino movie? I thought we were taking a break.
It was like we're just taking just a minor 3-hour little vacay of no Quentin.
It's a Quentin Tarantino movie. Always has been.
This Carlos. Well, explain what you basically what you found out at the end of the credits. You kind of just said it right there, right?
It was a theory. I don't want to say this is fact. I just want to say this is my personal.
But
theory.
it's a strong theory, right? I mean, by the way,
based on fact.
Based on facts. Based on watching.
Based off evidence.
Based on watching the movie.
That like this movie, like when it came out, like people liked it. It made money, but it was in hindsight, like Tarantino fans going like, this is his least Tarantino movie.
Yeah.
Therefore, I like it the least.
Mm-hmm.
And this is the least liked Tarantino movie, but only because it's like the least
Tarantino
movie. Yeah.
Yeah.
Like the whole movie's like in a straight line.
Define Tarantino movie.
Carlos?
There's a twist at the end. It's all out of order. You've seen Inception. You've seen Batman Begins.
Are you talking about M. Night?
But basically, Batman Begins was a Tarantino movie.
Yeah.
All out of order.
All out of order.
Batman Begins?
Batman Begins?
Why
It
would
was
you do
different
that?
pieces. It was Year Leap, I guess.
I don't know. It's Cardinals.
Prove yourself.
It's a theory.
It's a theory.
It is
Anyways,
a Cardinals theory.
least Tarantino film, but is that a good thing or a bad thing?
I don't know.
Well, this is just Nolan.
Just Nolan.
This is Tarantino showing that he could make a regular movie.
Yeah.
Well, this
In
is just,
quotes.
Yeah.
wasn't this just his second film, basically, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
but Carl's theory, because he saw at the end of the credits, it said, what did you say?
Written and directed for the screen.
Oh yeah,
But-
for the screen.
Yeah.
Yeah, like this is like I'm pretty sure the studio was like, listen, you made a good movie, but I just need to show the studio executives that you can make a normal movie.
Yeah.
So if you make this, we'll greenlight your next movie with Uma Thurman dancing to swing music.
Oh yeah. I mean, would you think they thought his first movie was a fluke?
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. They're like, oh, this is just this is a pet project.
Yeah, well, it's
Can-
something.
can he
I mean,
really-
like you said, the torture scene from the last movie was just like something that really they didn't want to show, and maybe that spiked the interest and stuff like. I mean, I'm not saying it's gonna.
This one, they were like, hey, let's see what you can do with Robert De Niro, and Robert De Niro just showed up stoned, and Tarantino was like, we'll make it work. We'll make it work.
Let's talk about cast. Cruz, for you, cast of this movie, Jackie Brown. They had a bunch of good cast members, right? Especially, I mean, even Robert De Niro, right?
Yeah, I wasn't expecting De Niro to come out of this a movie like this. Well, I wasn't expecting him to come out in a Quentin Tarantino movie.
Yeah, he doesn't seem like that
The
guy,
one to
right?
fit in those movies.
And this is his second movie.
His second film.
Like he was probably like, Tarantino who?
Yeah,
Except
yeah,
my
yeah.
Robert De Niro's
I just
horrible.
came out of Casino.
yeah, pretty much.
Damn.
I just killed Joe Pesci. Come on.
What are your thoughts, Samuel Jackson? I mean, this is his first, basically,
Well,
movie
now
with...
we know where he gets his line from for Pulp Fiction.
Say what?
Yeah.
Okay. I mean, what are your thoughts on the rest of the other cast? I mean, you got
Batman.
Chris. Oh yeah, you got Michael Keaton.
Yeah.
What you think, Carlos? Just basically showing how much Cruz loves Michael Keaton.
I love Michael Keaton.
Was he Michael Keaton in this movie?
No, he wasn't.
No.
He was Michael Keaton playing the captain from The Other Guys.
Yeah.
No, yeah, that's the one I was trying to name.
The other guy.
What the hell's going on here? Two good men are dead. And you guys are fighting.
The other guy. is-
The one with The Rock and Samuel Jackson jump off the building,
Yeah.
and Mark Wahlberg and Will Ferrell are the other guys, the other cops.
Yeah.
You know, I like Michael Keaton when he's not playing Batman. Because when he's not playing Batman, he always plays a charming person.
Okay.
Like in The Founder,
Okay.
he's a charming villain.
Yeah, he's like, hey guys.
Hey, what's up, man? I'm gonna screw you out of your millions. And then this one's like, hey, Jackie Brown, I'm gonna screw you out of your thousands.
Well, right now, I know we're talking about other stuff. Krusty, I know you were a man of music. You like music. You like bumping all kinds. How'd you feel about the music on this, the score and stuff like that?
Well, I was unfamiliar with all of them.
Yeah,
Basically,
but
all of them played, but I
but you
mean, I still
vibing?
like them a lot. There were jams, there were bops that were able to slap.
What are you talking about?
what are you talking about, old timer? How about you, Carlos? The group.
What are you talking? What does that mean, man?
They got like they had like Johnny Cash. They got.
Oh yeah, Johnny Cash.
The
That was
Deftones.
one of the first ones.
How about you, Chris?
Sorry. This is
his third or second time on the on
generational gap, I guess.
The bob
They
slap slaps your
These
mama.
were hip kids.
It bobs, it slaps. I'm sorry.
It's alright. Cruz, you, how would you feeling the music? I know Tarantino likes to put some good
He
good
put some
tracks.
good soundtracks in the movie. But what I noticed when I was watching the movie, in certain scenes, Quentin will play certain songs that went with that scene.
Mm-hmm.
So like when Jackie Brown was flirting with Cherry, he played that song. There's a lot of men walk into my life, but only one stays.
Mm-hmm.
Right there, Cherry was the one that stayed.
Yeah.
And then at the end of the movie, they're playing another song about a woman who got away with the something she did.
Mm-hmm.
And at the end of the movie, she's driving away, singing to that song.
Oh, nice. Very nice.
Tarantino does that a lot with his movies. Like, he lines up his music to his...
I like that. I think that's one of the things I love about just music in general. Like, when I listen to a track of anything, I kind of imagine something that I'm picturing, like either I'm listening to something rock or classical, and I picture it like how it's going into like it doesn't even, or not even a film, something that I just pondered in my head.
Action figures.
Yeah, or anything like that. Yeah, you could just imagine it, like what you're doing.
Today, like, most movies are told, like, oh, you have to have this song put in your movie.
Yeah.
And they just put it in there, not even thinking what it's going to work for.
Yeah.
And, like, Tarantino's like, no, I'm going to put it to a scene where it makes sense.
Yeah. And what's up, Chrissy?
I don't know. I kind of feel like this is like the first time where he does that. Maybe where if the song actually fits the scene. Well, I mean, because all of his other songs, like it fits the mood.
Mm-hmm.
Like some of the songs.
Yeah.
Like, but
this was based on like the
actual what's going on, because and sometimes when he's putting on music, he's like, oh, I'm feeling it. It's like this could be in the movie.
Yeah.
Like when he's like in Kill Bill, when he's when the bride is thinking about Bill, she's playing that song, "You Shot Me Down."
Yeah.
Bang bang.
Yeah. So I mean, later on, you get to see how he puts his song. But yeah, music, I think it does a lot, especially with Quentin. And I do like that about Quentin Tarantino.
If the music is good in the movie it's gonna help the movie.
Yeah, it keeps a pace. You keep, because I'm telling you, I was just jamming every time he put
how many songs did he
on.
put on and we were dancing to it?
Yeah, no. Well, yeah, we're dancing.
Bust a move.
We weren't dancing the way we were supposed to be, but
Doing the hokey pokey.
We were doing the whole
we were scroll dancing.
This movie was very ethnic.
It was soul. It was soul, right?
Yeah,
It was a bunch of soul.
He's
Yeah.
a soul
Would you say this was his most soul movie?
This was. I'm glad we're watching this during Black History Month.
Black History Month.
I support this. This is for you, Martin Luther King.
This is for you, Samuel.
You and Nixon had it right.
You and Nixon had it right. I support my black community. Yeah. But yeah, that's pretty much what I was.
FDA's gonna come after us.
I love it. But that's what I think that was great about it,
The music.
Yeah, and then let's do we have a tally up of all the N bombs that was dropped in this movie?
The N bombs. I think we got up to 45.
Oh, sweet
45?
Jesus.
No. It
was like 100?
Like 39.
Oh,
39
39
N-bombs.
N bombs.
I'm sorry, what?
N bombs.
What's
With
that?
9 N bombs.
The N word.
In respecting.
What's the N word?
In respecting Black
We can't
History
say
Month.
the N word.
In respecting Chris Tucker.
What, dude? We're Hispanic. We can say it.
No. You can say it. I'll let you say it somewhere else. Anyways, Carlos, for you, were you feeling the jams?
Oh yeah, this music takes it back
Enough
to my
about the
childhood.
jams.
Will you say your dad? You were telling me that your dad made love to your mom just to
Oh,
make
oh,
you.
sweet Lord.
That's what you were saying.
Yeah,
Basically,
I thought he made Omar.
that's how you made. I don't know. They use kind of acoustic. Maybe.
No,
Percussions,
my dad
but-
used to always listen to jazz music.
Yeah.
So I grew up listening to jazz
I
music.
could probably put the lights myself.
So
It's colored, man.
Yeah, shut up, you fools. Continue.
nah, they broke the mood.
Yeah, we're gonna
Mood's
switch.
broken.
We gotta switch you guys around. You guys talk too much.
What?
I
Talk
heard in the
about the
last podcast, the last scene, they're like, bunch of muppets.
It's like those two. It's like Oscar and Kevin in the back.
Yeah, basically.
No wait, one of them's Angela.
Oh, Angela.
Get your sister in here to be Angela. We need a.
Oh no.
Oh,
God.
God.
Why?
Why would you put that?
Why would you say it?
You say worse.
You like just,
He didn't say that.
I love how you're trying to wrap me out here.
It's just.
Wow.
It's not like.
You're not gonna be seen on the next episode.
You're
Anyways.
taking a break. You're suspended.
Bro, you're suspended.
Without pay.
You're off the case.
I'll gladly take that one.
Okay. How about you guys? How was you guys feeling this film? Basically,
I
Just
liked it.
watching. You guys digging it?
Was this your first time watching it, Chris?
Yeah.
I think this was everybody's, right?
Yeah.
Or you watched it one time?
It
right?
might as well be the first time.
Yeah, it might as well be the
I
first
don't
time.
remember it. I was little.
How about you, Chris? Chris, how did you feel about this movie?
I think in some parts it was just kind of a little bit slow.
The whole
but,
movie was slow.
yeah, but like I mean, the dialogue is what kept it a little bit interesting. You know?
Yeah.
I think I always liked the Samuel L. Jackson's parts in the films.
Yeah, every time he talked like
Yeah,
he was
those were
$1 million.
entertaining. I liked some
Like
of
you
that.
could have told this story in an hour and a half,
Yeah.
but he likes to build up the payoff.
Yeah. I mean, there was one at one point it was suspenseful where I think they're basically. I guess we could tell like a quick summary of the whole movie. Carlos, would you be our summary guy?
No, Jimmy.
That's to be.
Go for it. Go for it.
I don't know, man. That's complicated.
Okay, let's how it is. Samuel L. Jackson.
It's basically a long switcheroo movie.
Yeah, no, but like basically, he's a drug dealer and he's using guns.
He's a gun salesman. He sells guns.
And then he's
a criminal who's been saving up his money in Mexico.
Yeah.
And he has to get it into the States. Jackie Brown gets caught, so she's playing both sides to make sure she always wins out.
Yeah.
But it's just a matter of playing Samuel L.
cards.
Jackson, the cops, and the ultimate simp against each other.
Yes. And some of the cops were being simps, right? Michael Keaton.
Michael Keaton, he took her out to a steak dinner. He was trying to.
He's trying to marry her.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So it's pretty much the gist of it, right? And
Yeah.
And during out that, there's just a bunch of just nonsense trying to cross. What is it? Double cross,
Triple cross,
and stuff like that. And you're saying there's a toe fetish coming, starting off right here, right? Quentin Tarantino is into toes.
What he still is into toes. All his movies have a foot shop.
Yeah. And I was telling you that
Okay,
that actress, what's her name, Bridget, she basically reminded me of Margaret Robbie.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like she's trying to relive that chick, that blonde little.
And Once Upon a Time in Hollywood, he was
Yeah.
like, "Oh, she reminds me of what's her name? She's old now.
Yeah.
You're close. I'm gonna
Well,
replace
also
you."
with Thurman, blonde girls, he's into.
He has a thing for blondes.
Yeah, things for blondes.
Just like Michael Scott.
Just like Michael Scott and the girl from Inglourious Bastards. She's a blonde.
Both of them.
Both of them, exactly.
And one of them gets choked out while barefoot.
There you go. Oh, there you go. Anyway, would you guys?
Like I bet you, like everybody was like, "Is this scene really necessary?" And Tarantino was like, "We need it."
Yeah.
Don't worry, it is.
All right. Let's talk about pros and cons. Let's start with cons. Boys, cons. Cruise. What?
No action.
No action.
Literally, there is no a few gunshots and then that's it.
Yeah.
Oh
You know, I'm not saying it makes the movie bad, but that's one of my.
It's not
Hey,
Tarantino
man, that's
movie.
your opinion, man. That's
That's like your opinion, man.
How about you, Krusty? What's cons for you in this movie? All right, we'll get back to you
about
to
that.
realize it. All right, Carlos, you got any cons for this film?
Like I said, like this movie could have been a little shorter. Like
Yeah,
it
yeah.
did seem like he was buffing it out a little bit. Like there could have been a few scenes cut or like a few. This movie could have been a little bit more efficient.
Yeah.
But it's a long movie. It's 2.5 hours long.
Yeah.
And it was 2.5 hours?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I didn't even feel it.
I felt it.
Felt it. Well, I mean,
Like,
I think there was moments where we were talking through the film, but we didn't get lost in it. Like we kind of knew the gist of it.
At no point are you bored, but there are times where you're like, okay, I know what's going on. Get to it.
Yeah. Like I think the setup in Quentin put it in the scene. There's a scene where it said this time is the setup.
Yeah.
Like the official.
The switcheroo for real.
Yeah, like it almost made it feel like he knew that these people think are gonna be waiting every single time. Switch off. Okay.
At that point, you're like, aren't there like 3 of these?
Yeah. Krusty, you got any cons besides any of these guys? Maybe you agree with them? Too lengthy?
Yeah, well, I agree with Carlos. I mean, I said it earlier, but I said it earlier. You could rewind it on the tape.
No one's gonna rewind it. On the tape.
Oh, I mean on the
What
camera.
is this? The 80s?
On YouTube.
On
No.
YouTube.
I don't know. It is long, but I mean, I feel like there could have been more scenes where it's just like, oh, flashback to this and stuff like that. You get me? They could have done more because Tarantino does a lot of those.
This
those
movie
little
would've been
flashbacks or whatever.
More entertaining if he did it his style.
He did it his style.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think one of my disappointing things is probably Robert De Niro.
He didn't do anything the whole
He
movie.
just kind of was in the background, was like, hey man, all you gotta do is bang this blonde and get high. Oh, alright, I could do that.
I think he just walked on stage one day and just didn't want to leave. And Tarantino was like, screw it, he's in it. We don't have to pay him in weed.
Yeah, it's weird because Robert De Niro was like a big name. He was a big name back then.
Like in the 90s, wasn't he like peaked?
Yeah,
De
so
Niro doesn't do movies like. No, if you see his movies, they're none like this.
Okay.
And then you see him in this movie, you're like,
You know who it reminded me of? Remember Pineapple Express? One of the dudes that worked for the drug dealer. He's like, I just want to go home. Like,
The family guy?
Yeah.
It's like, you changed, man. You changed. You used to kill people and not even blink twice.
Yeah.
You changed,
I
man.
just want to go. He's the uncle from that show that Buckle's always on. Oh, well.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's it. Basically, yeah, he reminded me of him. He's like, oh, well, I guess. I don't know.
What are we going to do about it?
Beautiful man.
Yeah, you were beautiful.
It's like if, what's the neighbor? It's like if Ned Flanders was a criminal.
I don't know.
Hey,
It's,
what are you going to do about it?
it's like Barney was maybe the thing. Just sitting there, just, all right.
Okily dokily, my friend.
Yeah, no, but I think that was my only fault. Pros, anybody? Pros, Cruz. Let's start with you.
the music, the story.
You just wanted it to get a little small, wind it down, right?
Yeah, just wind it down, but the music was good. The storytelling was good. The actors were good. Yeah, those are my pros.
Carlos, any pros?
I think the best pro is the main character.
Mm.
Like I
Jackie
say,
Brown?
second only to the Bride. This is like the most sympathetic character in his movies.
I didn't feel sympathy for the bride.
Right. Do you know who the bride is?
The Bride.
Yeah,
What's her name?
it's the bride.
He doesn't even know her.
Anyway, let's go with Krusty.
Beatrix Kiddo.
It's the bride.
Chicks are for kids.
I really like the, like I said, I really like the Samuel L. Jackson's parts in the film.
Yeah.
I think seeing him will always,
What is
Stand
Samuel
out.
Jackson's first movie?
I don't know.
When did he start cussing?
I still remember, I think, the way I remember when he came out in Coming to America, I thought that was...
Oh yeah, he was like random thug number 2.
Yeah. That's
never
what I
seen
remember
Coming
about.
to
That's just
America.
been me.
You've never seen Coming to America?
You need to watch that one.
Seriously, man. How you
think it's
gonna?
on
I think they're
HBO.
gonna have an HBO.
Yeah, they're gonna
Hey,
come
we
out
should
with the second
sponsor us
one.
HBO. We've been putting all your movies on HBO. My favorite, I think, the fact that Cherry got he got some loving at the end.
Cherry
Satisfaction.
Yeah, basically the bondsman basically fell in love with Miss Brown, and he kind of was like, oh, she listens to this, I'm gonna start listening to that. Like, it's like, oh, okay, that's kind of
Character
cute.
development.
Character development, yeah. He went to go see romantic films. Like, he really was like, I want to score with this girl.
Like that first scene where she's coming out of that music
Just
playing, you're like,
music.
oh, this guy's
Yeah, he's
falling for that.
And, you know, I
dark
would have been
sugar.
disappointed if he didn't get anything. Like, I thought he was gonna get killed or something. I would have been like, oh man, like,
That's when
I was
Danny
rooting
said
for-
he was gonna she was gonna shoot him. I was like, you better not get shot.
yeah. And then
And
basically,
he didn't get his. I mean, he got his.
well, he was funny because she was basically at the end they ended up working together. Like, hey, you take 10%, and while he ended up becoming the manager, kind of, or the agent, and then she's like, oh, why didn't you take 10%? Like, she's like, nah, it's cool. And then she's like, oh, okay, and then like ends up giving him a kiss, and that's all he wanted. I obviously he wanted more, but I think that's most what he wanted. And then at the end, he just like takes a moment. He's like, hey, this call comes, lady, can I call you in 30 minutes?
I was expecting him to run
My
after
heart's
her.
gonna blow up.
He was just like as it fades out, you just see him go, whoo.
Yeah. And it's tight. I love the fact that they play the same music from how it started and how it ended. I love that. That was
good.
great. I was jamming to it. You guys, would you recommend this film?
No.
Cruz, no recommendations. Krusty, would you recommend this film?
If you have time, then yeah.
Yeah. Carlos?
Oh yeah, it's great.
Yeah. I would recommend it as well. Not only just because of the score. I mean, I guess the score, or the music, just the music soundtrack.
Score
And then
is
like
when it's orchestra.
every character is what It's the only one that for me was just kind of disappointing was Robert De Niro. But besides that, everybody was good. Like I enjoyed everything. Like I didn't go like, oh man, I hate this.
Manly annoyed me.
Well, I think she was.
She was meant to be annoying. Yeah.
They did a good job.
When they
shot
her, we were all like, "Thank God."
Yeah,
she
the
did?
only
I don't
Robert De
know.
Niro I saw was like, oh, see what you had to do. All you had to do was shut up.
That
I like
was
when
the
he's
only good parts of De Niro.
Yeah, he just shot her.
I like when he's explaining to Samuel L. Jackson, like, just shoot her twice.
Yeah.
Twice.
Last thing we need is this bitch coming back.
So yeah, that was our ramble for the Jackie Brown film. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, like. If you didn't, dislike, comment. We like to hear people ramble. And yeah, if you want to subscribe, then go for it. If not, we'll catch you in the next one. Hope you guys enjoy your
Black History Month.
Black History Month. Take it easy.
Spring break.
You know what? This would have been cool if they